2 weeks to go to NASCAR's Race for the Chase, and it is going down to the wire. Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, or Denny Hamlin, they're all front runners for that 2010 Sprint Cup trophy in Miami. And today, look at that, we got a peek at what the winner takes home, all under the biggest Tiffany bag in history.
He was the fastest guy out there in practice today, the 7th in qualifying on Sunday. We are talking about 24-year-old Aric Almirola from Tampa, who is getting ready for his first ever run in the Daytona 500. Aric's been sharing his ride since he hit the Sprint Cup circuit last season, but this year he has got his first full-time gig with Earnhardt Ganassi, and it is all his.
After some of the adversity that you faced last season, this has to feel like a pretty sweet start to a brand new year.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this is the kind of thing we need to get our, get the momentum rolling, get it going the right way. And we had a tough season last year. We had a lot of things happen that, that just weren't very good, and it seemed like not a lot of things would go right for us. And we're trying to right the ship this year.
At 8 years old, I couldn't fathom, like racing around this racetrack, and now I'm doing it. I'm going to race in the Daytona 500. It blows my mind.
Prepping for his first Daytona 500 isn't just fulfilling a childhood dream for 24-year-old Aric Almirola, but also completes a family legacy.
Be able to look back and see, think about the times when I used to go to the racetrack with my grandfather, my dad, and watch my grandfather race. To see how it's, come full circle, and now I'm racing.
And after sharing a ride for much of 2008, he is finally on his own.
I'm ready. The last few years, if I've had a good race, the next week I might have to sit out and watch, and so I don't get a chance to go back and do it again. Or if I had a bad, I don't get a chance to go back and make up for it. And so it's been tough the last few years, but I've learned a lot.
With 12 races under his belt last year, Aric can't be considered for Rookie of the Year no matter how well he does in 2009. But that doesn't mean he's still not ready to make a splash and is number 8 this season.
I learned a lot in those 5 races. So to be able to take that into this year and take what I've learned over last year and take it into this year and hopefully, many more years is going to be far more beneficial than winning a trophy and putting it on my shelf and letting it collect a bunch of dust.
Now can he leave the competition in the dust in his first drive at Daytona? Any reason in your heart you can't do it?
No, not at all. Especially here at Daytona. This place is so wild and so crazy. If you can get a little help from somebody and get a big push, anything's possible.
Emotions got the best of Bobby Rahal, embracing his son's first IndyCar win in his very first start. Can you put into words the sense of pride that you feel?
No, I can't.
It was as surreal as it gets. 19-year-old Graham Rahal overcame the rain and a defending champ on his heels to hit history.
I don't think it's hit me yet, right? It's happened so quick, and even part of the way through the race, you just wasn't thinking it was possible, but here we are.
Graham's also the first former Champ Car driver to win an IndyCar Series race since the merger. But in a sport stocked with Andretti's, the accomplishment of continuing his own family's legacy means the most.
Rahal wins at St. Petersburg.
When it comes to the record of being the youngest driver to ever win a race, that's pretty cool, and a lot of people knew it was Marco. So it feels pretty good to beat him there.
It's awesome to see history like that, and especially follow his father's steps. This is great, great for motor racing. It's nice to see that.
Now for him, the pressure's off, and to be the youngest winner, I think, is a great accomplishment for him. And what can you say?
How's this day rate for you right now?
It's definitely one of the best, it's going to be a special place for me from here on out. Always where you get your first win is you just look forward to coming back, and I can't wait to come back already.
We had some issues with just the padding because this is a different style helmet.
Getting the helmet right is just one task for Susie Wheldon this morning.
That's always like kind of a working list. I guess I'm just kind of always running around.
For the past 5 years, she's been Dan Wheldon's right-hand man, so to speak, from marketing to personal assistant. Can you tell us what she brings to you as a partnership?
How long have we got?
When he shows up at the track, I just want to make sure that everything is kind of in place for him so that he doesn't have to worry about anything besides, getting in the car and having a great weekend. Is that better? Is the helmet okay?
Yeah. To get into, an incredibly fast race car,
and have nothing on your mind other than trying to get the most out of it certainly is a very big part of my success and how well I drive.
This past December, after dating the past year, the two decided to continue their teamwork for life.
It was so beautiful, the wedding.
Sitting at the Vinoy where they married 3 weeks ago, March was a whirlwind for the race couple. Dan started the new season days after their honeymoon.
It's definitely very busy, but it's, like you said, it's nice because when we're we do it together and it makes it fun.
I think we've always shared a very special bond, and I think as time went on, we were definitely best friends. And it got to the point where I just couldn't live without her.
Dan's more settled, he says, but true to form, he likes a fast pace. He's ready for some little race car drivers.
I think by this time next year, we maybe.
Better be.
Okay. We're just both, I don't know, just content and happy and just excited to kind of see what the future holds for us.
I don't think everybody has somebody that brings everything to them, but I really do.